Hey, what's up guys? John here. In this video, I'm going to take you on a tour of an accessory dwelling unit. But this isn't any old type of ADU. This is the top of the line. It's kind of like a Tesla type of ADU. It's with 3D printing. It's state of the art. It's beautiful. And I'm going to teach you and walk you through the property with a specialist who actually sells these for a living. And he designs them and builds them and places them right on your property in a very short period of time. And what I love about ADUs, for those that don't want to get their hands dirty with ground up construction, standard old construction, is you can really just build out the foundation and hook it up to utilities, and they will come in with a crane and just drop it on your property. Next week or so, you can fulfill a tenant, you can lease it long term, you can bring in extra cash flow. So let's say hypothetically, you have a single family home and the house is $2,000 or $2,500 per month, and now you have an ADU in the back of your property. You could rent that ADU possibly for $2,000 or $2,500 and offset your mortgage, and you essentially live for free. So I think this is a really good value add for people that are self-employed, for people that have sporadic income. 1 month is great, next month is nothing, another month is great. Kind of like a real estate agent or most business owners. So if you have that ADU in the back of your property, it can really offer a lot of peace of mind and security, especially when stepping into this upcoming recession. I think we're going to be stepping into a really, really big recession. So an ADU could be a great option and a great opportunity for those that have a single family house that are just looking for that little bit of security. So please hit that like button, subscribe if you'd like to learn more about real estate, business, and personal finance, and let's begin the tour.
Hi John, I'm Basil with Palari Group, and please welcome to our ADU project. So this is our 350 square foot ADU, accessory dwelling unit, which can go in the back of any single family home. This is a 3D printed structure, so it's a solid form that's printed in a factory from a material called lightstone material. It's very strong, stronger than reinforced concrete. It's fireproof, it's waterproof, it's termite proof. It's a very advanced type of material that we use to 3D print the whole structure. Let's take a look. This ADU comes fully stacked and fully furnished. Comes with a Murphy bed, small kitchen with all stainless steel appliances. This is the 3D material that the building is made from. It's called lightstone material. It's also fully recyclable, and it generates 10 times less waste in the production process as traditional construction. A very spacious bathroom. And you can see the material here that's textured, and that comprises the full structure form.
What's the total cost for this type of unit?
So this unit costs $115,000 and plus site costs like foundation, utility connections, and on-site labor.
Got it. And then so if you were to lay the foundation hooking up to utilities and the other expenses, you probably add another, what, 80, 100,000, give or take?
That's correct. So you'd be able to get this done probably fully under $200,000, maybe 180, 190 in that range. And it depends, of course, on your site. You know, if it's flat, if it needs grading, and so forth.
Got it. So you'd probably be able to rent it for $1,800, $2,000. So you can almost make a 10% return.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a great return, especially in Southern California. So you have this hooked up over to a monitor so you can watch YouTube videos and things of that nature from bed?
Absolutely. Yeah, so it's just kind of self-contained, everything in this unit. We have a lot of windows, as you can see, so it opens up the space. And we have decking going around it, so it makes the space also feel bigger. If this is in your backyard, this will be very spacious. Could be a guest house, could be a studio, could be a pool house, or it could be a place for somebody to stay and rent out.
So what makes this different than the traditional container home?
So in terms of comparison to other ADUs, this is prefabricated. That is true.
What does that mean for people
Prefabricated means it is built in a factory. It's been fabricated in the factory and then brought onto the site and then connected and installed on site. As opposed to traditional construction where everything is built, ground up, materials are brought on site, and typical construction is stick built. It's made out of wood. So this is very different. This is a 3D printed material. All the other prefabricated manufacturers make things out of standard materials like wood. Ours material is very different, and like I mentioned, it is fireproof, waterproof, and stronger than concrete.
And you were mentioning that a large percentage of your sales come from people that have Teslas and people that are, I guess, environmentally aware, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is, I would call this the Tesla, of ADUs. And in fact, most of our consumers and customers, are also Tesla owners. And basically, it's the client who appreciates sustainability and technology.
Right. And so you said start to finish, how long would that be if there was no grading issue and you were able to go, I guess, get right to work on the foundation?
This is one of the main advantages of this process, is that it takes about 6 to 9 months at the most, to get this done. And it's most of the limitations are actually permitting and not building or installing the structure.
Got it. That's not bad at all. Because normally on ground up construction, traditional construction could spend 18 months.
It's typical. Yeah, I think average for new construction of this type, would be about 18 months.
Yeah. And you want to show me the exterior? It's a really, really cool design that you have.
It is. So what we wanted to do here is really demonstrate the possibilities of 3D printing, with this curve here. So this is a solid printed curve. And that's really one of the beauties of 3D printing, or additive manufacturing as it is called, is that you're making exactly what you need. You're printing exactly what you need, as opposed to getting a bigger part and cutting it down to what you need. So you're eliminating a lot of waste.
Got it.
And you're able to print designs and structures that are physically impossible actually to build with traditional materials. It's still obviously challenging to get things permitted,
right,
to get it done, but it's possible now.
So I asked him, knowing what you know now, if you did not know anything, what questions would you ask your current self for all the new potential buyers of something like this? And this is what he said.
What is the way I can maximize value, of my property? So I would want to, put the right type of ADU on my property, something that maximizes the area, makes the house and the ADU, go well together.
Right.
And I would look for something that is sustainable.
Right.
These ADUs, aside from being sustainable on the manufacturing side, it's very sustainable on the operational side. It could come fully solar and off the grid, if you will.
Beautiful
Well,
property.
thank you, John. I appreciate it.
So the great thing about ADUs is no matter what your property is zoned in Los Angeles, whether it's R1 or RD 1.5 or R2 or R3, any of these zonings, you can put an ADU right on your property. However, if you are zoned for multiple units, you can put multiple ADUs, which is really cool, and it could be a great value add. However, I would check to just look at the overall pricing between what it would cost to build up standard construction versus what it would cost to do this. When I was here on this tour today, a lady actually showed up in a brand new Escalade with New York tags and a Rolex and bought 3 right on the spot for $1.2 million. She bought it like it was like me and you going and buying a brand new pair of shoes. And I think she's buying it for the peace of mind. I think she's buying it for the security, and she knows what she's going to get. She's not going to have to deal with a lot of contractors and dealing with all the headache and stress. And she's going to delegate all that responsibility to someone else and, make her life simple, simplify her life. And I think this is just going to be a growing trend. I think over time, ultimately, the prices are going to come down over the course of 3-5 years as more competitors enter the market and they fight primarily on price, on cost, and it's going to be better for the consumer. But they've made a lot of progress. When I say they, I mean ADU manufacturers and developers, especially container homes. Everyone is trying to break into this market because it's so hot, so cool, and I think it has a lot of room to grow, and I think it will grow quite well. What are your thoughts on container homes, on ADUs, and this new wave of development sweeping the state of California. Drop your comments below, hit the subscribe button as well, and don't forget to hit that like button. All right, guys, until next time.